Hi, Pat here, and today I'm going to talk about the truth about Hairy Reasoner. Now, Hairy Reasoner is a YouTube icon, I guess you could say, with over 1,700 subscribers. I've known him for over 3 years on YouTube and have spoken to him many times. Made a few videos in reply to his, and he's made a couple of mine. Now, I first came across him. We were having a discussion. I can't remember whether it was his video or my video, but we had a discussion there going for a while. I think it was even before he put out his first video, actually. But then when he started to release videos, the early ones were really quite interesting, and they centered around he and his dog Dave walking through the scrub and talking about evolution versus creation mainly. And I became very interested in that, although I didn't share his worldview. I liked the way he presented things, and often attempted to answer his points, and yeah, so that's how I came to know him.
Hello. Today I would like to talk to you about Darwin, evolution, and my dog. My dog's name is Dave, and I'm Hairy Reasoner. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube. I've read a lot of comments. I've even written a few regarding the creationism and evolution debate. And what always fascinates me about them is that those discussions almost inevitably end up mentioning things such as the Big Bang, the origin of life, the origin of matter, the Bible, the existence or non-existence of God, whether Noah had an ark, and if maybe Noah could have possibly fitted dinosaurs in that ark.
One of my favourite videos was where he was in his father's woodlot, and he was talking about the second law of thermodynamics. In particular, he was talking about the way the bush track in front of him had started to disappear into the forest, and he used that as an illustration of the second law. And I greatly admired the way that he spoke of his father, who used to own that woodlot before he passed away, and yeah, it resonated with me. Take a look.
This woodlot is actually a woodlot purchased and previously owned by my father, who is now passed away. It's quite a nice woodlot. Mixed, got some maples in here, ash, a lot of ash, hickory, a lot of birch, some black cherry, a couple of walnuts, an oak or two. Now, it's not a particularly diverse habitat, really. Insect-wise, it's pretty run-of-the-mill. There are a few birds around. I've seen a few hawks. Of course, the ubiquitous raccoons, and a few squirrels, some chipmunks. I've seen deer here. I had the pleasure of staring down a red fox once. In short, it's a pretty standard Southern Ontario woodlot. The flowers are not particularly impressive, except for maybe the first couple of weeks in the spring. Trilliums carpet this place, Jack in the Pulpit, etc., etc. Now, I want you to take note of what looks like a little bit of a road ahead of me. We're going to talk about the second law of thermodynamics and how this road is slowly disappearing back into the woods, since my father is no longer here to keep it clear.
As Harry's videos progressed over the years, he began to become, I guess, more hateful of religion, and started producing some very strong anti-religious videos. Many occasions even mocking religion outright, and mocking religious people. And to be honest, I was a bit disappointed in that. But you know, nobody's perfect. We all have our vices. One particular debate he had, which is a long-standing debate, and I believe it's still going, is with a chap by the name of Nephilim Free. I'm sure many of you know him. And I've watched and read a lot of the comments, back and forth comments and videos they've made on each other. Neff just made one just recently on Harry, and Harry's replied. But watching all those videos, I can't help but see the similarity in the two men. It's funny, they're both very headstrong, very opinionated, very passionate about what they believe. They're both very well spoken. They both have charismatic voices, and they both have receding hairlines. So maybe Harry's the anti-Neff, or Neff's the anti-Harry, or one or the other. But I actually have had a lot to do with both guys, and I like them both. I don't agree with a lot of their views, but some views I do, but I like both those guys. But getting back to Harry, the guy wears his heart on his sleeve. He puts it in there, warts and all. He's spoken about the tragedies in his life, the death of his father, the death of his brother and his relationship with his brother, the sadness of watching his mother grow old and become senile, all the real human issues that we all find ourselves going through similar situations in our lives, and I think it's good to talk about those things, and I appreciate that he does that. So those are some of the things I like about Harry. Yeah, love him or hate him, he's an interesting YouTube character. I think he's expressed views on racism and gay rights, etc. Have really shown me that the guy can appreciate other people's points of view, although he doesn't seem to extend that to theism very much. I was quite surprised, I don't know why I was surprised, but I was quite surprised to hear that he has a close friend that he really does seem to admire, who is a Hindu man, and I actually found that a little amusing, but yeah, maybe there's hope for Harry yet. So I'm just going to close this video by just playing one more clip of Harry. That clip has baffled me in light of his views lately. Perhaps he's changed his view, but after seeing this clip, you might think there's any theist watching this clip, there's hope for him yet. But anyway, thanks Harry for all your entertainment, mate, and look forward to seeing more of your videos.
Maybe it's the remnants of alcohol from last night, I don't know. But I do personally believe that there is or was a creator. I do actually believe that.